Noxcrew!
What is the NoxPod? I like how
it's not the best NoxPod.
I talk about random things.
Are you going to edit the NoxPod, Nox?
No, I'm not editing the Nox.
You get to see our crazy faces.
Yeah.
It was great. Really fun doing it.
I've already watched it back.
Well, it could be a bit better.
What's this intro? I don't understand.
We're live!
What? Uh-oh.
Well, we've got a little bit of an advert break beforehand. That will just kind of fade
Are
through.
This
you
would be
selling
awkward.
sponsorship deals now for the NoxPod?
No.
NoxPod sponsored by Monster.
Milk.
Sponsored by and branded cola.
Water with my
There's only a matter
brand
of
name
time.
totally on it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I
Sponsored
decided
by
to tell-
Zelda.
So,
I decided
we're
to
live
tell them
now.
exactly what I thought. This is what I thought.
We're
I
actually
think
live.
we're actually live now. Hello,
Actually.
everyone.
Actually,
Um,
even.
Shh, you haven't been introduced yet. That seems to be the theme at the beginning of every NoxPod, shutting up the guests. But I'm Gregan, host of the NoxPod, and with me today I have Jessicat. I don't know where you are in relation to me. You're somewhere around.
Sitting in my chair.
And we got Alan. Alan, who's oh, you're down on the far side from me.
Yeah. We're
Hi,
opposite
Alan.
corners from each other.
Opposite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though we're
Keeping the
closest to
troublemakers
everyone.
apart, apparently.
Yeah. And then Graphoniac, or
Hi.
Graph,
Yep.
is just below me.
I
So
feel like I should've
first
done-
we're gonna find out about these people. Yeah. Hi down there. And we're gonna start off by finding out about everyone. Interestingly, these people are the chain that let me meet Graph. So Jessica introduced me to Alan for a panel, and then I met up with Alan before Minecon, and Graph was with Alan, so I met
Yeah.
Graph then. So this is like a
Oh,
if you
yeah,
go
this thing's
anti-clockwise around the
totally-
NoxPod.
I totally forgot that I'd actually referred.
Yeah. I didn't know that was a thing. So.
Bringing people together.
Bringing people
Yeah.
together. Yeah.
This community has formed through Jessicat's introduction to Alan. Anyway, what do you do, Jesse? What?
I don't know whether it's been
Introduce
made
yourself
better for it, but...
Jesse, what do you do in the Noxcrew then?
I just sit around and do stuff. No, I do. I make the streams late, but hashtag blame Jess.
Yeah.
I pretty much do the production for NGS Live. That lovely thing you watched last week, I hope. And yeah, I do all the production for that, all the technical stuff. I'm running the stream as we speak on my other computer. That's also why we were a bit late, because I had to set up a whole new Skype account just for this.
You do that
can't
all
in and
just
out.
now? Yeah, you can't in
Yeah.
out for us.
Am I?
Yeah. Dun dun dun.
It might be my laptop, to be fair. Wait, I didn't plug the power in. That's probably what I need.
Yeah. Well, while Jesse's doing that, let's talk about what you do, Alan. What do you do? Do you make maps?
Yeah, I make like that's my main thing, I suppose. He says in the most like confident thing ever. So yeah, I kind of got the history of like building things and winning a few competitions here and there, and then making funny expressions on stages at major events. We won't go into that. And then I've gotten involved with a couple of servers like the SMB server with Graph over there. And and I'm also part of Magicraft now. And the biggest projects I've been doing recently include Tate Worlds, which was a big project commissioned by the Tate Art Gallery in London. And I've made one of those maps, and it's kind of terrifying seeing a map in international newspapers and stuff like the New York Times.
That is pretty cool.
That's a bit weird. So yeah, that's what I do.
Am I
He
working
says
a bit better now?
anticlimactically.
Can you hear me okay now?
You sound
Yeah, we.
You do sound
Yeah,
better, yeah.
Awesome.
Seems to be better. And Graph,
sure.
what do you do then?
Oh, I just play video games. It's fun.
Just play video games.
Yeah.
And occasionally talk over the top of them and and
Yeah.
occasionally
Okay.
stream after podcasts. Yeah. So after this, Graph is going to be doing a stream. We will
Yeah.
link it at the end. You should all go and we'll move over to there afterwards. We'll
We'll
move
raid
to the
her stream,
community
even though it won't
to
have
Graph's
started
channel.
yet.
on Beam. Well,
Pre-stream raid.
yeah, it'll be the weirdest raid anyone's ever done.
Yeah, definitely.
And were you doing Borderlands 2?
Yeah, it's my first
Yeah.
run through Borderlands.
They're
2's
Borderlands
second
2.
week.
Yeah, Greg, in your camera, you know your fancy sparkling new camera, it's delayed.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
Well, do you know why that is? It's because my internet's not good enough for my sparkling new camera. So, blame my internet.
Hashtag blame Gregan's internet.
It's not me.
Right.
It's not
Um,
actually, he's not actually out of sync, that's just, he doesn't move his mouth when he talks.
He's a ventriloquist.
He tries to compensate later on, but it just looks wrong.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's an awful.
I said some stuff to you.
I'm noticing in chat there's an awful lot of talk
So-
about replacing Nox with me, which is a bit concerning. I'm not sure I could do Nox.
You've got a better beard.
I like that as an idea. I think we would do so much better as the Noxcrew, with Alan as the head of it.
We call
Right,
it the
okay, I'm going to start my
If you haven't seen
Alan
the
for
pitch
Nox
memes-
campaign.
No.
The Alan for
Probably-
Nox campaign. It'd be like the
There's
like
some-
a presidential campaign, only Nox. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We've done it.
But I just like change the graphic to 8 pop.
I don't know actually.
across
I
the
don't know.
top.
Does this mean I have to wear a pink dress? That's an important criteria.
Well,
here.
he hasn't actually done it yet. Hold on.
No,
I'm
he
actually
refuses to.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Like the most
He's
professional
done
editing
multiple
ever.
iterations. he's recently been found into a schoolgirl's dress.
Oh yes, I
which
saw
was
that.
quite entertaining.
How's that
he
look,
does-
by the way?
He does get a lot of stick for his fabulousness. I don't know because it's going to be coming up in 30 seconds. So, what was I going to say?
Oh yeah, it's professional.
I was going
right there.
to say about my camera. You mentioned it.
Sorry, I saw that.
Hey, I said
I
I'm
feel
professional.
get off this ride. Is there an off on this train?
I'm screen capping that. That's.
Let me know when you screen
Ape
capped
pod.
it.
I've done.
Awesome.
There we go. The revolution.
So welcome to the Ape Pod, everyone. So we did mention it just now. My new camera, specifically for NoxPod, it allows me to do some pretty cool things. I've been playing about with it recently. I can actually move myself without having to move. So if I'm a bit too low, I can just be like.
You're not that
a bit
lazy
too
that
high.
you don't actually want to move anymore, so you just let the camera move.
Yeah. So, the funnest thing I found out I can do, I can go back to old Gregan cam mode where it's really zoomed in,
What, on your head?
and then on my beautiful hair. Look at
Massive
that.
forehead,
Wonderful.
Gregan.
Yeah, I've got a huge forehead. But then look at this. Look what I can do now, right? I can be like this. Then come back in it. And then I can
Oh,
do it again.
Pikachu! I like Pikachu.
I can
His
just
face,
do
though.
so.
He enjoys the little things, says Gregan. He's easily entertained. Give him a cardboard
could-
box, he's entertained for hours.
I can play with that for hours. It's so much fun.
That's what you've been doing all day, isn't it?
It was, yeah, it was well worth this new camera just so that I could move myself about without having to actually move.
Even though you're
Um,
3 seconds out.
There you go. That's not the camera's fault. That's the internet's fault. I mean, my 0.5 uploads probably not doing too good with this
Keep checking
camera
that
at the
list of excuses. Go for the next one.
moment. Wait, let me just get a notepad and
You're noting them down for
more.
next time.
Carry on speaking. Yeah.
So how's everyone's day been?
Doesn't-
We were talking about the
Yeah.
link of meeting people. I met Gregan through Alan, and he met Alan through you. And I was trying to think earlier today how I actually, for the very first time, met you, because you've pretty much just always been around. I've pretty much just always known who you were.
I
But
don't remember his.
I mean, we officially met at Minecon, but
You're not coming to one of my streams sometime. while ago, a couple of months ago.
Remember.
Remember your name.
You're cutting out again.
Sorry, I'm move the microphone a bit. Yeah, I seem to remember like you coming into one of my streams at some point and just talking to you like in the chats.
Because pretty much you've just always existed, as far as I know.
I have always been here. Right.
That's true. Jessicat has always existed for the past, I don't want to say your age, so many years
45
that Jessicat
years.
has been alive. 45 years.
Yeah, I use a good
moisturizer, yeah.
No.
And Graph, you obviously have known her since she was born, so that makes you 46 then, I guess.
Oh, wow!
We don't discuss this. I also use
Gregan,
a very
do
good
you
moisturizer.
Do you want to keep digging holes?
Oh wait, I can keep digging holes. Just, I'm going down. Oh no, I can't. Zoom in more. I'm digging a
We've
hole.
lost him, guys.
Oh well, but I see a bit of hair left.
Oh no, you just go.
It's like a
So you can see my
swoon.
forehead and hair. Look how
That's
big my
just
forehead
scary.
looks if you cut the rest of it out. There it is.
This is Gregan likes looking at himself on streams.
Well, it's not very often I get to look at myself in high definition. Except for in mirrors, which is essentially the same thing, but...
Oh god, you're gonna be... When you discover camera phones, that's good. You're gonna be gone.
Well, my phone doesn't have a front camera on it, so I can't look at myself.
I've tried, it's not the same.
I tried. You try taking a picture with it the wrong way around, then you look at it and you only get half your face. You go,
Oh god, the old
save it,
school,
and
like,
it's
phones,
just-
full front, full selfie to a property
Yeah.
thing, and you had to do that, and it was just like, you took about 50 of them, eventually one would, like, come out okay.
Oh, I guess we could mention the pixel beans that are now part of the stream overlay. This is going to be a regular thing.
The cutest one's right there. It's the best one.
Yeah, the little graph one. Oh, are you pointing at my one? You might have been pointing at mine.
No,
I'm
totally.
only a
I
little
had
bit
it. I
above
had
you.
it at the. It was intentional. It's at the bottom of my screen.
It was at the bottom. Just
I double checked too
Well,
because I wanted to see that I was pointing at the right one.
one of the.
So I looked.
Hmm?
Yep, that's right.
Well, everyone who now comes on the podcast gets their own little pixel bean thanks to Skyo, which is pretty cool.
I just seen my
Imagine
one,
that.
actually, it's pretty
Alan,
awesome.
how do you feel about yours? Ah.
He squeaked like a little.
Alan,
girl
you're
when-
muted.
When you showed.
Oh, sorry. I
Yeah.
had push talk on and I forgot I had push talk. Yeah, no, it's amazing. Well, damn it! All of my sass about the pixel beans.
All gone.
Lost.
Yep.
Lost for
All
eternity.
gone. Oh well, at least I didn't embarrass myself too much. Okay. Yeah, no, it looks amazing. It looks awesome. I love it.
You can actually see that on Alan's Twitter profile now. He's used
Yeah,
that as his profile picture.
I made it my profile picture and yeah, it's amazing and stuffs.
I get to see
One of
my
those
new one,
simple-
actually. I used to have one from old school,
Yeah,
but as you know, I've changed. So, yeah, it looks really good. The shading on
Right,
it, pretty awesome.
cool.
Yeah, no longer pink hair. It's the blue. I think my one is the most overly cute for the person who it's representing, because I'm not cute in any stretch of the imagination. But my character, it's got a few little big eyes from the glasses, and it's adorable.
Calling yourself cute. Your character.
Yeah, he
cute.
is.
I'm calling my pixel being cute, which I am not. That's what I said. But this little guy over here is cute.
Right.
He is cute.
Chat is complimenting hats, so I'm gonna put a hat
No,
on.
no, Alan, put it away.
I'm wearing this hat. Look, I haven't been able to wear this hat in ages. I'm wearing the hat.
I'm lacking head material around here. I think I've got ears
It
somewhere.
doesn't
that I
quite
sometimes
fit on the
wear for
headset,
streams.
but it has to be said.
No.
I don't actually own any hats that are stylish. I have a cricket hat, which is a baggy blue hat, which just looks terrible unless you're playing
Well,
cricket.
that's actually really uncomfortable. I'm taking it off.
Thank you.
You also look like you're in a Wild Western with that on.
Well, look,
Especially with the beard, just
I
sticking
bought
out
it when I was
everywhere.
doing my archaeology degree, and I was doing excavations because, you know, Indiana Jones and stuff. And I was cool.
Whatever happened?
Yeah, it all went downhill.
It went uphill, I have, you know. Uphill. It's
Before it
goes
went
awkwardly.
because you have to get a bit of hype first and then,
to fall
then
the
you can
drop.
start the roll. Yeah.
Well, it's
Speaking
such a high
of
drop.
uphill, Sheffield is hilly. Right, watch this segue, this is great. Sheffield is hilly. Me and Alan are both in Sheffield.
Mhm.
But Alan has been doing something very special in Sheffield. That was an incredible segue, right?
That was amazing.
Just the level.
That
Did you
is...
write that down? Did you actually work that
Right,
out?
I'm recording this segue. Hang on, give me a second.
It's just here on the white space
Down
there. I
a
write
bit.
with white ink,
Oh,
so you
okay.
just can't see it.
Invisible ink, I see.
I didn't even finish my segue. It was just that.
Wait, that was
Long.
psychic paper you were trying to use there.
You
I
just-
s- I
it
saw
was so
that.
good you didn't even need to finish.
I didn't even need to finish. So Alan, what have you been doing
I
recently?
don't know, going on trams and stuff. Oh wait, there was a convention. That was,
Oh, yes.
yes, there was a convention, a Comic-Con type
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, it was at the Motorpoint Arena in Sheffield, and I said like I was advertising the arena then. But anyway, yeah, it was pretty good. They had some pretty decent names and stuff. They had Colin Baker, for those of you who are Doctor Who fans, and a couple of the actors from Game of Thrones, and they had
And a big chair.
They had a big chair of the Iron Throne variety, and they did have a DeLorean as well, but I didn't get any photos of that, which is a bit of oversight. And then stuff like that. Oh, and they also had Christopher Judge from Stargate, who me and Stella in particular were quite excited to see, because we may be
Which
fans of
Stargate was that?
SG-1.
I didn't watch so much SU, and I watched a lot of Atlantis, but my mum
Atlantis was good.
obsessed
He was in Atlantis in one episode.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did a lot of crossovers in that. Didn't
Because
they?
do you know the Ronan Tilk fight thing?
Mhm.
It was Tilk is the guy.
Oh.
Talking of Atlantis.
Yeah, I know Tilk. Yeah.
I told you I met Ronan. Not Ronan. Rodney from Atlantis, right?
Oh yeah.
At
He's
Minecon,
awesome.
of all places.
Really? Which one? The most recent one?
Yeah, in London. He was in
Yeah.
London. He was actually
Oh,
doing a
wish I-
panel.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of him. He's like the funniest
Oh.
person in that series so much.
Yeah.
Oh.
And weirdest thing is he knew about my work. Like he knew about one of my maps and stuff, and I was like,
Really?
What?
That's
What?
crazy.
What?
I've got a whole load more respect for that man now. Just the fact
Yeah.
that he is within the Minecraft community.
Yeah, I know, right? He was tweeting about like Minecraft for ages. Like it was great. I was like, oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna
anyway.
pretend that I watched Stargate.
You haven't
I'm
watched
not gonna even
Stargate.
bother pretending.
Um,
I've been listening to him boast about this all summer. I'm not even. I'm done pretending.
you just be like, yay, that guy.
You two
he's
need to
also-
be educated.
He's
I
so
saw
Yeah.
the intro once.
You and hang on, I've got to get my you. I'll get my direct you two. Yeah. Need to be educated.
But I just poke you as well.
Ow!
It is one of those series though where if you go from start to finish, you could definitely like spend hours and hours wasting your life watching it, but
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you would be very happy that you wasted your life watching.
Yep.
It's one of those Netflix all day long series. But
There's
it's
so many
a
of
very
those to
good
get
on
through.
Netflix.
I
Yeah.
just started a new one of those last night.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Scrubs. I'm going back through Scrubs.
Ah, yeah.
The good one.
Well, I
Would
don't
say
watch
better
much
than
TV
Mm.
except for Stargate.
You only ever watch Stargate.
I don't
Well,
watch much TV anymore.
well-
I think I mostly watch streams and YouTube videos more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
really-
even have time for YouTube.
We don't even have the television aerial plugged in anymore in his house. It just does that little we watch.
I have a
Um,
TV in this house, but purely for the fact that my parents are like, you have to have a TV if you're renting out your house to people. I was like, no one's going to use it. And the only thing it's been used for now is PS3, and that is literally it.
Yeah. Talking of binging, I can tell you right now, Stella is currently binge watching Angel. I can tell you that right now. That she's downstairs binge watching that.
I haven't seen that one. I've got so much to watch. I've been trying to do it with anime a lot lately.
That's
Fairy
fair
Tail. I think I had a binge watching Fairy Tail last Saturday.
Ooh.
I mean, Anyone else here binge watch Game Show Live after that was aired? I watched it like 3 times.
Oh my goodness, that thing.
Quite a bit of it.
I've watched it, but just because when you're actually sitting there doing the camera cuts, it's more like concentrating on getting the right scene for everyone rather than actually taking in what's going on in that scene. So
yeah.
It got to the point where this is how bad it was, right? You know how we had obviously the Minecraft people on. It got the bad that afterwards, when I did the Q&A on the charity livestream, I had Arcus in the chat asking me questions, and I didn't put 2 and 2 together that Arcus was the person that had just been in the stream. And he was asking me all these questions about GS Live, and I thought he was just a fan that had been watching. And then it clicked about halfway through. I was like, oh.
and then there was the fact afterwards you were like, oh, who was that person who was playing beginning with P? And then we were like, Packrat,
3 of them.
Pyro, or Pause. Or maybe Parkus. Or Pavidia Zane.
I just remember having to adjust. I just had to adjust the levels of some beginning with P because they were too loud.
Yeah.
I was
50-50
everywhere. Oh god, it was everywhere when that was happening.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I envied you. I sat and watched the game show. I watched it with my daughter, and I tried switching back to. I had somebody's stream in the background. And I tried switching to that, and she was just squirming and wanted to get around. I put it back on the game show, and she sat and she snuggled, and it was really great.
Oh, gosh, she enjoyed that.
So she watched it for the show itself, and I'm sitting there thinking, okay, I can see this cut, and it's really well done, and I know what's going on here, and I'm looking at the editing side of it, and basically watching you live edit and recording, and I was really envious of your job, gotta say.
It was kind of like a. It was. I was so nervous, especially we had one of our camera PCs died literally about 10 minutes before we went live, and I was already kind of obviously a bit stressed out, making sure everything was working okay, really nervous. And then that wouldn't happened, so trying to get everything up and running, and yeah, I was pretty much a shaky mess after that.
Well, I just want to say that for those of us who geek out about production side of things, you made it look like a blast. So
I'm glad.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I didn't get to see it live because I was being at a wedding. But on the following morning when I watched it back, I was like, "What? This is too good. How are any of us other live streamers going to catch up? Hashtag rigged." Yeah. Turns out they had the entire ITV film studio in background just doing all the work.
No, I make out I was all stressed out. All I did was press play on the pre-recorded thing.
Yeah, exactly. we recorded it a week before. I don't know what you're talking about.
You just sent me the video file. I just pressed play and went off for a drink.
Yeah, it's quite funny that the contestants found it that ridiculous how good a quality it was, because they get the graphics as well and everything, and obviously they're experiencing all the sounds in the resource pack live, and they're all going, "This is crazy. How could this possibly be live?" And they kind of formed and ran the joke a bit more than we were expecting, and I'd be interested to see their point of views when they go off of the stream and when they're kind of like waiting the decision day more pre-game kind of thing, whether they are actually going, "Oh, how is this live? This is crazy." Because they all said it afterwards, like, how could you do that live? And I think that was the best thing for us, is the fact that we've pushed the limit of Twitch streaming of a game like Minecraft to that level.
I just loved hearing their feedback. It's like when was it Good did that video and he was talking about it.
Oh, it was incredible. Just listening to him.
Yeah. You never know if they're actually what they're thinking of it. They seem to be enjoying themselves, but kind of wouldn't, if they weren't enjoying themselves, they wouldn't exactly be like, "Oh, rah, rah, rah." So it's good to hear back like what they actually thought, in kind of where they're not obliged to say it was great kind of thing or anything like that.
Yeah. Well, I think the hardest thing for me was I knew these people through YouTube, where they have got this amazing personality and they're so bubbly, and then I had to message them through Skype to like sort stuff out. And messaging people, you can't get any of that kind of emotional speech that people give, where they're very either positive or negative about something, and you tend to read things as this very kind of blank person going, "Yeah, whatever, let's do it." But they might have been going, "Whatever, yeah, come on, let's do it then." And you just can't tell that. So then when they suddenly come on TeamSpeak and you hear their voices and you can hear that they are excited for it, it's like it changes that whole thing, because I had no idea how to read them beforehand. It was crazy.
Know who they were beforehand.
Maybe they were, yeah. Perhaps we changed their minds.
That could have been anyone as far as I'm concerned, but...
Yeah. But, that was definitely the highlight of my time in the Noxcrew. I don't think there's anything we've done that has gone better or felt as polished as that.
I can't believe we got to #1 on Twitch, Minecraft, with that.
Yeah.
That was mad. Like, Emma was sitting behind me, and she was like keeping an eye on the thing and looking at what position we were in. She was like, "No, we're #1 at the moment." And like, what?
Yeah.
Well, I had some people
Mental.
talk about it afterwards because they'd gotten to watch it live, or they'd gone back and seen the video of it. And I've heard several YouTube producers and streamers both say, "Well, I'm stepping up my production game now."
Oh wow!
I think my words is I quit. I quit. Can't keep up with this.
Yeah. If only we had the ability to literally just produce them weekly. If we had the people who are committed to it to have the time that they could just reproduce the standard every week, but
That's so
real
much
lives and jobs.
You'd need like 2 teams to do that. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I'd be worried for my sanity if I got that nervous every
Yeah.
week. You'd probably have to start giving me
that's true.
counselling afterwards.
Yeah. Anyway,
I do want to step up
shall
the
we-
game
shall we
anyway.
move on to other stuff that's. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
there's always room for improvement, isn't there? So you spoke about your hats, Alan. Graph, I'm sure a lot of the stream here are quite confused as to your hat thing. Has this been a trend the whole time you've done videos, or is it just a recent thing?
No, it's definitely part of my brand. My official brand sticker. That's my official icon there. So
Is the hat?
The hat.
Oh, Alan's got one.
It's
It's on my
actually
wall.
It's actually very symbolic. My hat means a lot more to me than a lot of people know. If you don't mind, I can tell the story.
Oh, if you want to, go for it.
Yeah. So this, by the way, just to educate the people, is a trilby. It's not actually a fedora, but it's sold in the store as a fedora because most people don't know, and so they sell it. They actually call it fedora, like in the shops. It's a little bit disappointing for those of us who actually know the difference. But when you leave this podcast, you will be able to inform the people that Graphoniac's hat is a trilby, and you can be, all super smart and everything. The style of hat itself isn't really very important to me, except that this was my very first hat. This one here. And it's brown plaid for those that are just listening. But my sister gave it to me when I was in uni as a birthday present. I'd always liked hats and I always thought, oh, I wish I could wear them. I wish they looked good on me. And my sister, she's very style forward. She's always been able to just throw an outfit together and look amazing. And she just bought it for me. She says, here, you will wear this hat because it looks great on you. And I was the most insecure person. I was like, no, these don't look good on me, but I really do love that hat and it's great. And I just decided, you know what? My sister bought this for me. I love it. I don't even care that I look like a dork in it. I'm just gonna pretend that I feel amazing in it. And the first week that I did that, I got so many compliments of that hat. I wish I could wear hats like you. I wish I could pull it off like you. And I'm sitting here thinking in my head, I'm not pulling this off. I totally look like a dork. But everybody else around me does. And so it kind of became a sort of social experiment. And I realized that the fashions and fads of today are started by people who wear things because they like them, not because they think they look good in them. They just like them, and so they wear them, and they don't care what other people think. And it's actually the confidence that everybody thinks is amazing, and they want that confidence, and so they look at the person and say, what are they wearing? I'm gonna wear that so I can have their confidence. It's not the clothes, guys, it's the confidence. So I started wearing the hat, and then I became the girl in the hat, and I decided that I would just rock it. So
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I'm sure it's the same with you, Jess, with your hair color. Like, a lot of people probably go like, why would you choose a weird coloured hair? Actually, it's like, I like this colour. I want this colour in my hair, so therefore I'm gonna have it.
You say that actually it's quite normal at the moment.
Oh, you can't
quite blonde.
But totally blue.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's kind of faded a bit.
Yeah.
But I don't actually get that many people saying anything when I've got like the bright pink hair or the bright blue hair. I get a couple of like compliments now and again. Oh, like your hair, but it's not very often. You think you'd be like stared at all the time going down the street and things like that. But it's not that bad, really.
But that probably came, like Graph said, from someone doing it originally, and everyone was like, why you dyed your hair a stupid colour? That's only for like fancy dress when you're going to a thing with blue hair. But then people do it so regularly now that it's like this standard thing that if you see someone with blue hair, you're like, oh, they're cool. They obviously know what they're doing.
I think it comes from obviously the style of music that I listen to.
Among themselves, we like hair. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, because I'm kind of, I've grown up listening to alternative kind of music and been often being part of that scene kind of thing. I've seen other people I thought it looked good, so I tried it out myself really. So that's how I kind of came.
Yeah, but a couple generations ago it wasn't all that common. That's definitely a thing that's progressed.
That's something certainly I get with my septum piercing. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, like you're getting a septum piercing, you're gonna look like a bull or something like that." And even my family, my parents still say they hate it. But I'm just like, I like it. I wanted it, so I got it. It was my first piercing I ever got, actually, apart from this.
Alan, what were you weird that you do something that everyone says you shouldn't do that, but you like doing it?
You mean other than the long hair and the beard?
Other than anything in his entire life.
Well, I'm gonna disregard anything that Graph tells me not to do because I'm pretty sure Graph tells me not to do anything ever, like including breathing.
So embarrassing.
That's my job. To be embarrassing to everyone around me. No, I think like, yeah, like I used to like when I was growing, like because when I was about 16, 15, 16, I started growing my hair long. And I used to always get the people shouting, ooh, just attacking my microphone there. Sorry if you got bumped there. But like I used to get people shouting out of cars like, "Get a haircut!" or stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, whatever. You can do it anyway. Doing things I'm not supposed to do, I don't know. I think that's about it. I'm a bit tame.
I still remember when you shaved off your beard during that stream. It was like,
that was
oh, that caused a lot of controversy. That was
quite so funny. You look like a 12-year-old after.
Shapes your face. You need to keep it. It shapes it.
What did people say after that then? What did it cause controversy?
Well, no was a common reaction in that tone of voice. In fact, I swear some people dropped down onto their knees and screamed to the sky. You know, like the guy at the end of Planet of the Apes did. This brand thing is oh gosh. Yeah, the beard is kind of part of the brand now. It's a bit weird. So is the long hair. It's the only thing. I swear that's the only reason I still have long hair is because people would get upset.
That's what you need to do at conventions. Have like stick-on Alan beards that you hand out to your fans. A little like army of Allens.
You might be onto something there.
Oh, what if I started?
No, I'll get the first one to Noxite so that people stop like demanding he gets a better beard.
He likes the stubble.
Yeah, I
it's
think
because he can't grow the beard really.
Yeah, he keeps it stubble. Gets too fluffy if it gets long. Not like yours, Alan, where it holds its shape well.
No, it takes a lot of work, I'll tell you that. You know, I have to like get a razor out every now and again or something.
I want to see Gregan grow a beard.
You don't, because I just shaved earlier today, having not shaved for like 3 weeks, because it doesn't grow very fast. But when it does grow, it grows like a little colony of hairs here, then a little one down here, then one down there. So I literally just, I can't do it ever. And for some, sideburns are the worst as well. I like grow down to about here, then there's a gap, and then it grows. Like there's no continuation.
It's kind of sad.
No,
It is.
I remember
one day he'll be a man.
I remember a housemate who really wanted to grow a beard, and all he could ever get was like a few tufts down here, like just a few stray hairs.
I'm looking away because Jessicat was mean.
Any consolation, I have.
That's actually an
big
improvement.
problems
Keep it that way.
patching
No, don't look back.
Gregan, hearts. I'm sorry. I'll give you a hug next time I see you.
You should get Gregachu
I look forward to it.
and hug him.
Yeah, Greg.
And I'll buy you one of
That would
Alan's
make- that
stick-on
would make-
beards so you can make
That
you
would make
feel
it so much
special.
better.
I gotta find a way of
my
doing that now. That has to be a thing. Stick on beards. There we go.
Stick on beard.
I'm adding that to my
from
notes.
That's the
minutes from the
happiest
meeting
Pikachu
by
ever.
Alan. Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
right?
minutes from the meeting. That all it is so far is stick on beards. There we go. That's the only thing worth talking about.
Alan, I'll wear one with pride. Get them out.
You're welcome. I
In
will
order
soon
to
have
keep
an
these glasses on,
army.
I had to do, you know, that kind of old man wears glasses and then puts them around their neck because it has like a.
Oh
call it?
my goodness.
And
Yeah.
I made one for these glasses so that it would stay on.
He's such
That
an
is so
island.
cute.
He
That's
obviously
Gregachu.
doesn't care what people think. That confidence, though. You
Yeah.
don't want to be like Gregachu.
High five!
Everyone wants to be Gregachu. You heard it here first.
Hashtag Gregachu.
No one wants to be Megachew. Megachew is far too overweight, bless him.
He still looks like he's kind of loving life over in that corner right now.
He
He's like
literally
rather
never
happy.
moves. He's just literally never moves.
It's like a little
He is-
spooning each other.
Yeah.
Gregachu is spooning Gregachu. Gosh, that's a sentence I'd
Take a
I'd say.
spoon.
Yeah.
Gregaspoon. Gregaspoon.
Batachew, Medema.
Boonachew.
I like that name. I might change it. Megachew makes him sound too good.
It's really
Batachew.
sad. You're a horrible
This-
human being.
There's nothing wrong with being overweight, but when you're a Pikachu and your main kind of niche thing you can do is run really fast and use lightning, being little chubster doesn't really help his case.
Got a Gregamore Gregamon.
Yeah, I
Oh.
keep digging about the overweight. There's nothing wrong with being overweight if you're healthy. 'Cause
Regular
if you're
person is overweight.
I am overweight, technically.
That's why he never moves the camera down. He's actually got.
Yeah, it's all just stored below.
All that
It's just made up of the Akbar's
Yeah,
Naan,
there's
though.
a naan.
naans. Just
There's a naan
Akbar's
pouch.
naan. Doesn't he
I
even eat
dream
the
of
curry?
that
Just
naan, guys. I dream of that naan.
I know, right?
Anyone who doesn't know, when I met with Graph for the first time, when Alan introduced me, we went to have a curry at this place near me and Alan, and the naans are literally bigger
They're about
than
this
Megachew.
big. Like they're probably about this big. Like,
Be full after that. You
Oh.
wouldn't want any more of your meal.
well, the idea is you're meant to share them amongst the group, but
Oh.
like. So you don't buy one each, although maybe we should do that. Although no, our challenge was to buy
I think we
a
could have
nut.
done two.
I
think
reckon we
that's-
could have done two.
I think Greg, next time we go, we need to get a family naan and
Yeah.
try that because that was
Yeah.
the small one I think we got.
That was a
wasn't
small naan.
it? I think so, yeah.
Heavens.
This just makes me think of Gregan doing food challenges now and like the hot dog challenge at Insomnia. I think
I've
every
done-
NoxPod you should do it like a food
Wait,
challenge.
Gregan did a food challenge in some.
Yeah, he had to eat a
I-
hot dog as quickly as possible when
Look.
we were getting interviewed at Insomnia.
Oh, P.S.
I
There's a
didn't do-
there's a food challenge at Insomnia. I hope there's a one
There
this time.
was.
It was.
Yeah,
a
it was
previous
after the main stage of the events. You go
Ah.
up and have a little chat, and then try and eat a hot dog as fast as you can. Problem was, the bun was really dry, and I thought, oh, it's a hot dog. I can down this in less than a minute. And it just got lodged all over the place within my mouth because it
was
just
quite
stuck to
entertaining.
anything that was not dry.
What got to me with the camera cuts they started doing on you, they started turning
Oh.
putting some like
They played
sexual
Silent
background
Whispers.
music. Yeah.
They played
like
Silent
doing
Whispers
camera.
while I was-
I was
So it
just
was
like stitches.
And then there's me going.
Then the like star wipes across the screen
Yeah.
and everything.
It was mental. Anyway,
You should
speaking
make
of
that a thing.
insomnia,
That's coming up.
Alan.
That's coming
Yeah,
up
we've
soon.
me and Alan will be doing a panel at the Insomnia 55.
Oh yeah,
about
we are.
making-
Oh,
Oh yes.
oh yeah, we're doing that. Oh yeah.
That.
Yeah, we're doing a panel about making games in Minecraft. So, if you are at Insomnia, which
Yeah,
anyone
which
who
isn't-
is there is probably already knows about this, but we're going to be doing a great panel.
It's going to be an amazing
plan.
panel.
The
I wish I
question
could be
is,
there.
do you know what it's about?
Yes, we do. It's
We're gonna be.
Put 'em on the spot now.
Silence, though.
we're going to be. I think we're going to be kind of showing off some of the games we work on, and I think we're going to be talking. Sorry,
About
just
how
spotted
to
some
make
chat
them.
and how to make them and stuff, and how awesome they are, and yeah.
And we're both talking about a game that neither of us have finished yet, and we're planning to finish.
I'm not supposed to know that bit.
You mean,
So
yeah,
we're
it's
kind
completely done.
Yeah. This game
Ready.
that is done.
It's all good. We'll
It'll
be
be
fine.
fine. It'll be fine. I'm
I wish
sure.
I could be there to see that, because I do like watching the panels, especially when one of the Noxcrew do them. Last time it was the coding in Minecraft. That was a really good one to watch as well. Yeah. Hopefully
That's what
you'll
inspired me to do it.
Really?
panel.
Oh. Hopefully you'll be doing. I'll be back at the I-56 in November, so hopefully you'll do one then. I can come along and sit down in the audience and
Yeah.
make
Well,
strange faces at you.
I wonder if we have enough Godivas going to get panels to all the other EU cons.
I think.
Because the Godiva panel at Minecon was a blast, and then I know that they did
It was
one
massive
at...
though.
Yeah, it was. And then they did one at... Well, Ari just did one somewhere, I forget where.
I think they did one at Last Insomnia. Like, I don't know whether it was specifically Godiva, but there was quite a few of the Godiva people.
I think that was
I
like
think.
females in gaming. They
Yeah.
usually do like.
Yeah, I don't.
like-
I wasn't at the last Insomnia, so I don't know.
But hopefully you should get one at some.
Yeah, I think I did prod start it in the right direction for that. So
We should definitely do more.
I wish I
Yeah.
could have come to the Minecon one. I was literally not that far away when
Yeah,
you
you
were
were
doing
like
the panels,
right behind us.
so I could see it. But I was running the scrolls for Mojang at the time, and I was just like, I want to go and watch.
There's a
don't
pity.
know.
We're just right there.
I didn't
Yeah,
realize it'd be right there.
But in Insomnia, we've also got Noxcrew. Have also got a booth with.
Oh, you're plugging it for us. Thank you.
There you go.
He's doing our job. There we go. We can
Yeah,
go
Noxcrew,
now.
I thought he's forgotten, hasn't he? So I might as well do it for him. But yeah, there's and you guys, I guess you're doing the game show again. I guess 'cause
We're doing a stage slot, but we're not doing game show on it just because of the circumstances. It means that we're not able to do it. Various people won't be able to get there at that time, and there's various tech issues with what's available.
Yeah.
So we're going to do some other stuff.
What are you doing at your booth? That's an important.
It will be game show at the booth.
There you go. That's what I was alluding to. But
I just need to know, are you going to be the booth babe?
I often start as booth babe and then notice the decline of people coming, and then I think I probably should leave the front, scaring people
To
off.
be fair, Noctis does the best job of doing the front and doing the talking and the random dancing on the streams.
Yeah. Whereas and more booths. I am going to be a booth babe at the educational one. For the tech, where we're going to be doing there's an archaeology thing that Stephen Reed is heading at. There's compute craft stuff, which is being headed up by Dan200, I believe, and we've also got the Tape World stuff, which is by Adam Clark and also known as Wizard Keen, and myself, and I think Blockworks are there for that as well. So
Wow, it's a busy one for you.
Oh,
yeah.
I've
They're
been
no more
corrected.
busy than last time, where I was literally developing a map at the same time as being on a booth. That was a bit terrifying.
A challenge that was.
Yeah, it was quite fun actually, bug testing with loads of little children, and they were succeeding in breaking the map left, right, and centre, and it was, you know, due to be released in 12 hours.
It's always useful.
The
I
chat
have
just
actually
said
been
something.
corrected.
Yeah, Nox in a dress, in a pink dress, the booth babe.
Oh
yes,
totally do that.
yes, that needs to happen. That needs to happen.
Every time, like, when I was at a convention with him, we went around Tesco's and I tried to drag him over to the clothing section to find him a pink dress, but he wouldn't go.
He won't do it.
So
He
that was in the giant Tesco that's there.
Yeah, that was in the
Yeah.
Tesco over there thing.
Oh my
We were like,
goodness.
come on, Nox, we'll
I
find you
can't
something
get over
nice.
how big that shop is. It's like
It's great, isn't it?
can't
It's a
even
shame
see
they
the
always-
ceiling.
The aisles
It's a
are
shame
so
they
wide
do it on
apart.
bank holiday.
Yeah,
I
they
know,
always
it's
do
not
it on
bank
bank holiday, so it's always closed on the one day.
Yeah.
It's like
Mad. I should probably mention Vax, the person who codes, well, does bit coding for the client and is leading our server. that's going to be released. He's saying that the booth isn't just going to be game show. It's going to be a mixture of our server with the game show. So it'll be new stuff that we've never done before.
Sounds like fun.
That's that. I think we should move on to questions now, because I don't want to invade the UHC time too much, and your stream as well. So we get questions now. So everyone in the chat, if you want to ask a question, put a capital Q, and whatever, just so we see that it's a question, because there might be other stuff, and then ask your question. So I'll give an example. Q.
That's a great question, Greg. I'm so glad you brought that up.
Yeah, so what do you guys think? Gregan's asked question.
I say answer.
I think answer is definitely the way to go here.
The capital
I say
A.
no.
I say sit on the fence. Sit on the fence. And so there we go. So we got questions rolling in already. Do you play Splatoon? Do any of you play Splatoon?
No, I've not played it.
No.
No.
Well, that's the end of my question. People want to know whether we can do a booth stream. Well, the problem is Jesse set that up.
Yeah, any of the media that comes out of it pretty much live streaming. Fortunately, I can't make it along to this Insomnia, so probably not. But we're definitely going to do some good stuff for the next one.
There will be vlogs.
There will be vlogs.
Which is like a booth stream, but late.
Slightly delayed booth stream. But that was really fun last time. Everyone that came on just sat and watched people queuing for 2 hours while chatting in the chat. I can't believe you. I just had this great idea. I had the webcam with me, and I was just like, do you know what? Let's just show people like how busy it is or how quiet it is. And then people actually sat there all day and did it, and it was like, wow! I didn't.
But we kept a steady 10 viewers watching people queue at a booth with no. There was no sound. There was no sound. It wasn't like you could hear any funny jokes coming from the tech.
I did get the microphone set up, and then we had the dance competitions as well, and people could gift things, and like the best gifts like won a prize or something. But that was great though.
Strongman's asked a question that I unfortunately cannot answer. How is the new strike in the factory server? As far as I know, it's going pretty well, but it's not really appropriate to ask. Come on, we got 2 guests here. They're not going to be coming back for a little while. We'll have them back in the future.
We're never going to hear from again.
No.
I told you it was a trap.
They didn't ask us any relevant questions. We're never coming.
So let's get some questions for Alan and Graph.
Okay. Actual pink dress or another fake promise? Well, I have got a clamp here, so I think we can pin Noxite down.
Pin him down. I think I can pin him down just using brute force. So, with your clamp and my brute force, we can get that pink dress on him.
Yeah. Clamp the
I don't
dress
want to be part of this anymore.
I saw the eye roll there, Graph. I appreciate it.
No. I want off this train.
Hey, if they get arrested, I wasn't part of this.
No one's gonna get arrested. It'll be fine.
We killed Nox by accident.
Can you shout out Lottie? Just so she can make a new drawing. Hi, Lottie.
Hey, Lottie.
Hi, Lottie.
Hi, Lottie.
I don't know if you two know this in joke. Actually, it's not an in joke. We just shout her out because we love her. But basically, every stream we do, we shout out Lottie. And this has started from Nox shouting her out multiple times, and then people noticing it was a trend, and now it's a thing. So hi, Lottie.
Hi, Lottie.
I love you, Lottie.
If you want to draw Alan in a dress, this time that will be.
Show me.
I'm not sure how I would react to such a thing, but
make sure to
go ahead.
So, is it pronounced GIF or GIF?
GIF. GIF.
I pronounce it GIF on purpose to annoy people like Alan.
Actually, no. I looked it up. In American English, it is GIF, and in UK English, it's GIF or GIF. So officially, so there you go.
So technically,
I
GIF
was
is
about to
probably
come
more
back
correct.
with, both sides say, I looked it up. Both. I was gonna come back with that, but you actually impressed me. All right, you can do that.
Isn't it GIF that lemon, that like lemon juice inside a lemon?
Yeah,
I don't know if
that
Graph
is
quite
brand.
gets what that is. It's like a plastic
No.
lemon you buy in the supermarket that
Well,
has
do-
lemon
do-
juice
do-
inside it.
I think it was like there was something like this a while ago. Like there was like a bleach or something, and it was like
Yeah.
Sif. And what was it named?
Yeah.
Before? It might have actually been
It
named
was
Jif.
called GIF before.
It was named
yeah.
Jif, and it
They might
became
get
Sif because no one
confused.
could pronounce it properly.
No, I think it was because they thought they might get confused between lemon juice and bleach cleaner.
Yeah.
Would be a very unfortunate.
I do like bleach cleaner on my pancakes though.
That'll be awkward when people start going into hospital saying, I had some GIF. Oh, lemon juice wouldn't do that to you. No, the other GIF. I don't think that would go down too well. Speaking of looking up pronunciation in American being different to English, I said schedule the other day. Someone had a right go at me and they're like, you're British, you should say schedule.
What?
You won't understand that, because you say schedule, I assume.
Well, I mispronounce it schedule sometimes just for amusement purposes, but.
So schedule
it
is your
schedule.
standard. Yeah,
But
apparently
I
it's
have a ton of Brit friends, and I don't know that.
apparently
any
it's
of
an
them-
Americanism.
Okay.
So you changed
no,
us.
that one.
You Americans have changed us.
I guess. You're welcome.
There's lots of people saying, "Give me a shout out."
Talking
not
mispronunciations at work, I work next to this American guy, and he's constantly things like aluminum instead of aluminium, and we go to more for lunch or things like that. And I just, me and him end up in like full off arguments about it. And like,
Bro,
no,
it's-
I'll go
It's
to the
bad.
shopping
It's
centre.
bad because I spend so much time with Americans and talking to Americans that I keep doing Americanisms.
I actually
People in
catch him
Brit-
on it too. I actually call him out on it, and I say
Yeah.
that's not. what
Yeah,
you're
it's
doing.
bad.
Stop.
Like,
Not
so,
being
like-
British enough, Alan.
it breaks my heart that's happening. So I'm gonna have to.
It's not my fault.
Nah, to be fair, like Graph has started doing Britishisms. That's not a word,
This is
British.
not just started. I've always done.
You have
No, it
done
just
for a
means
while.
Doesn't that mean she started queuing and saying sorry to people?
Yes,
Sorry.
I'm a professional queuer.
Professional QL, what's that? You just stand in lines all day.
Just for the fun of it, yeah.
We've taught you well.
I do
I
have
thought
my
that was-
honorary. I do have my honorary Brit card.
Yeah, that's
You
issued
need
by
to-
the honorary
you need to
Brit.
actually send me my honorary Brit
That's a
card. I never
good
got it in
point.
the
I'll
mail.
do that. I'll make it up now.
Actually, I think we've got a professional queuer in the chat because how many times did Madema Man queue up to play the booth at the last
That's
Insomnia?
crazy. So yeah, here's a little story about him. So Madero Man, he's been on our forums since they started pretty much. He's pretty active all the time. And I think he mentioned once or twice he was coming to Insomnia. And we were like, oh, that's great, we'll see you there. He didn't really respond much. And then suddenly, like 15 games in, something like that, we looked over his shoulder. We didn't know it was him at the time. He didn't introduce himself or anything. And he typed in his username for the game as Mademo Man. And we're like, are you the actual Mademo Man, or are you just pretending to be him? And he goes, no, of course I am. And we're like, why don't you come say hi? And it was short after that we got the scoreboard set up, and Mademo Man was on the top of the scoreboard for playing the most. And suddenly people go, wait, is Mademo Man here? Is Mademo Man here? And I was like, yeah, he's that one over there. And it was crazy. So if you're ever at a convention around anyone who you know, go and say hi. It's the nicest thing ever when people come up and say hi.
We might even give you a hug.
maybe if you're
Right.
very, very lucky.
Don't
Unless
want a
you're
great
Taz.
hug.
Or a sticker.
A
Stickers are
sticker.
okay too.
Stickers, we
actually
do give
met
out
Taz.
stickers sometimes.
We give out golden tickets.
That's
Yeah, I was
good.
confused.
Apparently, I'm giving out beards now. Apparently,
I think that's when wins.
You give Gregan one.
if you want a beard, come to me at any convention that you.
Before I joined
People
Noxcrew,
were-
I got given because obviously I was in Fine UK before, and then I met Noxcrew people booth, and then I got given a golden ticket, and I was like, so what does this get me? I was so confused.
It
I
had
was
a
like, does
link
that
on
make me
it, that was
special
it.
now?
Yeah,
A golden ticket.
just had a link on it. Yeah.
I actually started.
It
I
worked
think I
though.
s-
Kids would be.
So, you know Monkey Farms, yeah?
I know.
Maybe,
I know of.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Know of.
Well,
Yes. Maybe.
Minecon 2013. Everybody was giving out business cards, and I was like, these are gamers giving out business cards. What are they gonna do with the business cards? I don't really know. They look great, and I had a collection of them. But Monkey Farms was giving out stickers, and I thought that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Everybody needs to give out stickers because then you remember, like, you actually want to seek them out and get the sticker because that's cool. And you put it somewhere so you actually see them and remember them. Whereas business cards, you're gonna eventually lose. You're eventually gonna lose. So because of Monkey Farms, before Minecon 2013, I printed up stickers and I just had a stamp with my name on the back. So this was my business card, and
That's cool.
I think it's actually catching on because I went to PlayOnCon and I got like a half dozen stickers from other YouTubers in the world. And I think if we really push it, guys, we can change the world and get rid of business cards. Do stickers.
We had a incident.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've got 2 graph stickers up here. I have that one, the flower one,
graphite's only sticker.
and the graphite's only. That's an important one. And that and the hat one, which is lovely, which also has a flower on it. But, you know.
I just realised actually, I've still got your business card downstairs, Alan. When I met you a year ago, it's almost been a year since we met.
The red one?
No.
It was I think it was only quite. It was quite a creamy one. Creamy
Yes, it's old school.
Yeah, I got an old school one.
I don't think you got the original one because the original. Yeah, Graph got the original one because it's the one with.
I got the original one. I probably still have it somewhere.
Yeah, it was one I still used. I have no idea what I'm doing.co.uk as my primary URL that I put just when I may or may not have had 1 or 2 too many ciders.
I literally met you when you made the face.
I know.
You were like in a 24-hour state of the face when I met. Yeah, that face. I literally met you at the beginning of that.
Right, hang on. I wonder if I've got. Oh, I don't. Usually I have like a thing with it somewhere, but like it ended up being my freaking logo, this awkward face I made on the stage at Minecon. It was shock.
Well, interesting with the sticker thing, we gave out stickers at Somnia 51, it must have been, or 52, and it was a face of Noxite, and then it just said at Noxcrew on it, so our Twitter kind of thing.
Yeah.
And people found it hilarious to stick it on things, and we actually got told off by the venue because not only were people from the public doing it, we were doing it a bit. And there's actually still 2 or 3 stickers around the convention centre that is out that's still there now, and we always check every time.
That's one
last summer Insomnia. One of the VIPs, I'm not gonna say who it was.
Wasn't me.
It wasn't you, no.
I wasn't there. I wasn't even there.
But had these big stickers. I can't even remember what they said, but they're like, I think it might have been property of someone. And they gave it out to all the other VIPs. And like they managed to get them everywhere.
I remember that. Yeah.
Like at one point they went
I
to.
remember who that was now.
Yeah, this huge effort to get them on the ceiling and stuff.
Oh, wow.
And like I remember that one of the handlers for the VIPs came in and he looked so annoyed. And like they were like, oh, I'm sorry, man, and he was like, it's okay.
The best place actually the Noxcrew ended up was in the toilets. Behind every toilet door they had adverts for Psychic Sally, who was going to be on soon, and someone had gone around sticking Noxcrew's head over her head on every cubicle.
Oh gosh.
I must admit, I did a naughty one where I put it on, you know, the logo for toilets where it's just a round face and then like a triangle for a woman and then like a straight for a man. I put it on the circle, the head of each one of them that was near us, because it fit perfectly, so it looks like Noxite's face was the face of the male or female symbol. So I'm gonna admit, I haven't told anyone this, but that was me.
I did a naughty. I think you're gonna get the Rico.
Have you noticed? Have you noticed in all the toilets at the Rico Arena, it's just got adverts for drills and stuff. Like you can get bulk buy drills and hammers and things.
Nope, haven't noticed.
Did it work? Did you buy a drill?
Well, no, I didn't go for the 99 drills for 50 quid or whatever.
But 59.99. But wait, there's more.
I just noticed like why drills and hammers. I don't know. Like why?
What they should do is they should put adverts for hats, because that would get many people buying them.
That would get very many football fans buying hats, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And rugby fans as well.
There's someone in chat that actually recognizes me from my YouTube days, and I'm actually very impressed because it's been now 8 months since I've done YouTube pretty much at all. Dwitty's actually known me since Moonlight days, which is impressive.
Oh, yeah, Dwitty is a wonderful person who was a contestant on our game show, and he actually won season 1.
I didn't know he was on a game show. See, now these are things that I didn't know.
There you go.
Worlds colliding.
It is a small world.
Small world.
Was
no
also
one's singing.
Five Silver. You know Five Silver?
I know.
Yeah, he's about here somewhere. Doc.
He goes. Yeah, he was on game show.
Yeah, because I knew him from before.
So they're all around.
I think he just kind of started like hanging out in my channel lots, and then I brought him on to play some games sometimes. Next thing I know, he's on the game show. I didn't even. So it's such a small world. Like people just know everyone, especially in the gaming community.
And that is how
like
this
that.
NoxPod formed.
Yeah, I kind of like that a lot, actually.
This is why I love going to events. Not only obviously doing what we're meant to be doing at the events, but seeing them and like meet up with them, having a drink with them, and
yeah,
I really enjoy that kind of thing.
Definitely the coolest part about any con that I've ever been to is hanging out.
It's something I've done in the UK circuit as well. Like there's a lot of people who seem to do all of the events, and it's kind of fun running into them all the time. Although it's definitely getting annoying. The one thing that is getting annoying about that is the Alan thing that follows. Shut up, you. Where are you?
I'm the other corner. Remember? Yeah. I think we can all safely say that through meeting through a community, we have made some great friendships, and it has allowed us to do this as a group of 4, where before probably would never would have done it.
Well, Gregan has been sitting there by himself, like talking to
like
talking into his tube.
He wouldn't even be streaming; it'd just be in the mirror.
doing stuff that we don't want to know about with them too.
Wow, where are you taking this, Alan?
I don't know. Where did you just take it?
PG.
I'm not.
I didn't take it anywhere. I didn't take it anywhere. I just said he does stuff. I didn't say what he does.
Yeah, I still might do it, but I'm not on stream 24/7, so there is every possibility that stuff happens when the camera's off. Yeah, my full
whatever that stuff may be.
Yeah. Speaking of doing stuff when I'm not on stream, that is the worst link I've ever done. We should finish up here and stop seeing me on stream. So
but you want to stop
I would
seeing
like
me on
to say
stream,
yeah. The thing, what I mean is we're coming to an end now. But I think we should all say a huge thank you. Let's just have loads of me or senpai faces from the subscribers to represent how much we have enjoyed having these wonderful people on. When you see it, you'll be impressed. It's pretty cool. So
yeah, we got
thank
those
you,
new sub.
Graph, thank you, Alan, and obviously thank you, Jesse. Yeah,
having me.
Yeah, there we go. It's been lovely. Yeah, the meal of they did get a unusual name, which I probably shouldn't say. But we call it the senpai.
Oh, okay.
It's senpai now, but before it was sex wolf.
Oh yes, that was the old.
Because it's the lucky gifs. But again, thank you, and I'm just going to get the link for your stream that we're all going to be moving over to.
Going to be a graph raid or a Nox raid on
I'll start the music and go get some food. I haven't had lunch yet. But I'll start the music.
Oh, sweet. Let me just. I can't find the link for the life of me.
Do you want me to link it?
I have it.
Yeah, Jesse.
It's twitch.tv/Graphoniac, isn't it?
No, I'm on Beam, babe.
It's Beam.
Oh yeah.
Beam.
Here, it's in Skype chat.
Beam. There we go.
Yep.
That'll give the people time to make an account if they need to, but...
Yeah. It is not on Twitch, it's on Beam, but Beam is worth looking at as well.
I'll be
That's a
sitting in the chat over
conversation.
there whilst I play UHC. I'll be multitasking.
Yeah. Good luck, don't die. Please don't blame me when you do.
I think I'm gonna join in on this UHC as well. I do.
Really?
After doing the Godiva one, I've kind of
Got pro.
You should do. Yeah, you should do more with us.
So,
I'm yet to do a proper UHC.
oh, you have to come along and do one of ours. They're going to be most Sundays, but. Yeah.
This worries
Anyway,
me.
another thing I should mention. Next Sunday we're having another NoxPod. I think this is actually episode 4. It says episode 5 up top, but this is episode 4. Next week is episode 5, and we've got 3/4 of the commentators who are going to be on it. I'll let you work out which ones. Yeah, let you work out which ones are going to be there. But it will be loads of fun, so you should definitely be there. So on Sunday, 23rd of August, and it will be starting 7:30 BST. But don't take my word for that.
Well, that's next week.
So that's next week, and we shall continue to get amazing guests like today and next week on.
No, thank you for having
the rest of
us.
NoxPod.
Yes, indeed.
Oh,
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you for putting up with me.
No.
Thank you for running the stream, Jesse, and all these thanks. Finish with a goodbye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Good to see you.
Bye.